Hello. I don't know if I'm on yet. Sorry. Oh, this is something to get used to. I have no idea what I'm doing. Oh, I don't know. And I apologize if I move too much. Hey, I'm trying to learn to do this on my phone. I don't know. Can I be heard? Oh, yes, I think so. I have no idea. Let's see. I just thought I'd practice and drive people nuts while I do it. Oh, not sure how I want to do this, but I have it on a tripod. Little, yeah, because it'll be that way because I'm a mover. Sadly, I, I need to. I also trying to fight with it. Oh. Oh, good. I had no idea. Wasn't even sure how to do this, but I think I have it. Whiskey Musings. The Rick says that I can be heard. Yay! Yes, I'm also trying to figure out how to. I'm supposed to be able to do this on the phone, but my eyes are so bad I can't see the phone. So if I look away a lot, it's because there's a monitor right behind it. Actually, there are four monitors behind the camera, but I'm trying to focus on the phone, but I can barely see it. Yeah, I will hardly ever really be center. Oh, let's see here. So, I well, at least I got it. I can start it. At least I know I can do that now. Learning to sit still. Have I ever? No, I have never sat still. Hi, Lorna. Good to see you. Good to see you. Lorna, did you notice that I've been doing the report on the Long Crime channel as a premiere? I'm going to be doing that until further notice for a little bit in the afternoons. I think it's kind of not gives us something to watch together and stuff, so we can still have at least some time together while we're trialless. We need trials. Sadly, we're going into the hard part of the pandemic, so that probably means trials we'll be lucky to get them, but Kathy will let us know. So hopefully, like today's hearing for Kyle Rittenhouse, his was via Zoom, as you probably have seen already. It's on the um, channel. It's already archived on the Long Crime channel. So, anywho, hi Tracy. Good to see you. My goodness, my voice. Excuse me while I take a drink. Hold on a second. Ooh, just water. It's not Friday or Saturday yet. So, Tracy, good to see you. uh, Hope everyone's doing well. Too many screens to look at. Well, I wanted to see if I could do this with on my phone and see what it sounded like in excuse me, in comparison with my um, my just using it on my webcam, but I like the look of it. I think I'll have to see what it looks like once it's processed, but I like the way it looks. Um, so it's good to see Whiskey Musings. Did you guys go take a look at Whiskey's last two not uploads, they were lives. His last two lives on Thanksgiving food. My husband was there too. It was both of those were awesome. They were so good. Those videos. Just go to his channel and you can watch both those. I thought they were really good. Lorna, yeah, I don't it's this time of year. It's this time of year gets me with the sinus stuff and the dry weather and everything. It's real dry where I live. And so I get kind of gravelly sounding. I don't want to cough on camera though. I should have done that before I started. But I don't talk all day, so I don't know what's going to happen until I open my mouth. Yeah. Oh, it's Texas. Lorna here. Lorna says that her sinuses are awful in Texas. Yeah, where I'm at, it's a wee bit dry. We had a little bit of uh, dust of snow this week, but it's right now it's quite cold, but I don't know this. I was expecting more snow already. I'm sort of disappointed in the snow area. I want snow. So Lorna says it's where is it? Where'd it go? Boy, there's a lag between. I have two monitors behind my computer, and I need to not do that from now on because there's a lag between them, and it throws me off. Oh, things to get used to. So Lorna says damp and cold has a little rain. Whiskey. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Whiskey Rick. See, I can't read it. Oh, I'm blind. I had some on Tuesday in Detroit. Did I say Detroit? Oh, oh, Detroit. Yeah, I would like more rain, actually snow. I want snow. I can't even. Whiskey says he's had snow in Texas. I can't say that I have ever been to Texas. Well, have I? Maybe once when I was little. I have a brother that lives in Texas. Lorna says the snow is very rare in Texas. That's what I've heard. Yes, it's a southern state, right? Lorna, what is the heart of Texas? What part is that? Jenny B. Hey, Jen. Hi. Good to see you. Jen said it snowed where she is, and brr, I love the snow. I am not a fan of heat. I do not do hot weather. I get very achy in hot weather. My sensory issues do not like the heat, and neither I also tend to pass out in the heat. So I like to live in the cold. I told my husband that if climates keep changing, I'm gonna need to move further north. North Pole. Yeah, not a fan of hot weather. Whiskey says he spent, where'd it go? There it is. Whiskey says he spent many nights on 6th Street in Austin as well. Wow. So Lorna must know that. Lorna says, "Oh dear." So is that a good place or a bad place? Oh, I just I need to stop looking at the screen below. It pops up before this. Okay, so Jen B says you'd hate it here in Kansas. It gets hot in the summer and freezing cold in the winter. No, I would like I well, I can do I'm okay if it gets because here we get temperature like that too. It can get hot here, but we just keep the house cold. So and I don't go out that much. And right now we're not doing much of anything, so it's I hardly ever know what's going on outside. Uh, and Whiskey says that's where the bars are. Oh, oh, my favorite thing. No. And Lorna, party. Anywho, I just really wanted to see if this would work. And now my next thing is to work on getting more comfortable in front of the screen and working on having some sort of um, something to talk about on a live. I was hoping that my husband would like to do it, but I I do better if I can bounce stuff off of other people or be on camera with somebody. But once we get the trials and stuff back, it'll give me more of a more stuff to talk about, and um, I hope that soon. Boy, that Rittenhouse hearing though, boy, did that cause such a ruckus in the chat room. Wow, that was the, quite the quite the lot of stuff that went on. They a lot of people, different sides with that. I don't know if Whiskey or Rick knows who Kyle Rittenhouse was, but he's the Kenosha shooter, and he had a hearing today. They were doing a was it the motion to dismiss, and that if you haven't seen it yet, I won't give it away. You can go watch that on the YouTube channel, but it that one brings in it's one of those ones that brings in a lot of um, gun people, which I have no issue with guns. I am not a um, anti-gun person, and I'm an anti guns in the hands of not people who shouldn't have guns. Not to be political on that, but it does cause kind of a political subject to between the different sides of who's for and against and who should have a gun. And I learned something new. I didn't know it, but AR-15 does not mean automatic rifle 15. I learned that as I was sitting in the chat. So I was totally, that's what I thought it meant. And then I said, hold on, let me Google. So I Googled it, and it wasn't. It means it's I forgot the words now, but it's something else. Anybody remember the words? Is it I can't remember. Let me see here. I can probably find it real quick. Oh, Armalite Rifle Model 15. Okay. So this is what it means. What? Wait, hold on. I'm about to post something. Let me see. Hopefully this works. There you go. That is. Did you? Hi, zero, zero, zero. I don't know. Are those zeros or O's? Just kidding. I'm glad you found me too. I'm just discussing the Kyle Rittenhouse hearing a little bit today. They had a motion to dismiss. Some people were saying that, oh, thank you for the super sticker. That's sweet. Thank you. Look, oh my goodness. Thank you. Oh, the link for the Discord. Sorry if I need to stop looking at the other screen. I'm looking. The motion today. Hi, Jenny. Good to see you. The motion today was to dismiss the case. If a lot of people were saying, that it was self-defense, and in the chat they were saying, self-defense, that kind of thing. For me, I had an issue with it because he was only 17 years old. He wasn't 18 or however. I think, what is it, 18 you have to be to own a gun. I know we had to have, oops, sorry, I just kicked the camera. He had to have somebody buy it for him. Somebody who was of legal age bought it for him, and he showed up at it was protest with it, and I don't know. I had a problem with that. Self-defense. I understand that, but what's a 17-year-old doing at a protest with an AR-15 rifle? I don't know. Let's see. Oh, I'll try and remember to do that. Did you get unadded? Did I unadd you? I may have accidentally unadded somebody, I don't know, to the Discord. Sorry if I did. Hi, Jenny. Good to see you. Let's see what Whiskey said. Whiskey said something. There's a lot of typing, so now I got to read. Says, it was created for civilian hunting first and then adapted with modifications as the M16 for military service. Okay. I learned that what the meaning between with the AR part today. And like everybody was, at first they were all getting on me because I was calling it a automatic rifle, and they kept saying that's not what that means. I said, well, let me go check. I don't want to be saying something if I'm not saying it right. So I Googled it real quick, and and I'm quite willing to admit when I have made an error and that I learned something new. But I have a friend who has an AR-15, and I could go shoot it if I want to. I'm scared to. I will honestly tell you that I'm slightly intimidated by it. I don't know. I'm not intimidated by guns. I've gone, Kirk, my husband, took me to a range. I think it was for our anniversary, and I did um, some shooting, and I enjoyed it. I started out with a small one and bumped it up to a very large, I think it was 44 or something like that. I don't know, but that one, I liked it much better than the smaller one. And I there were facial expressions and sounds that were like, ooh, when I shot it. But I could shoot the AR. I'm just a little bit too intimidated with that, right? It'd be just my luck. I wouldn't do well with it. So yeah, the Ginny says who bought it for him should be the fined or have consequences. His name was Dominic, uh, whatever his last name was. He was a friend of um, Kyle's, and he purchased it for him. Oh, okay. So you say your account got changed? Okay. Here, let me grab the. Hold on real quick. I'll just give you the link for it. Hold on a second. I'll just put it in the chat and you can get it. I have to grab it. I may have to end up making the Discord private. It's getting very busy. Here you go. This is the Discord link. There you go. Let's see here. So those of you who weren't able to make it to to Whiskey's Whiskey Musings broadcast on Saturdays, last Saturday, the last two Saturdays, the one prior to Thanksgiving and then the one after, were awesome shows. If you go to his website, I'll put a link to his. Actually, if you want to throw your link in the room, Rick, feel free to do that. Let's see. Hey, Vesper, good to see you. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up a little bit as I go. Lorna asks, has anyone seen the picture of Kyle next to Donald during a rally before the shooting? No, I didn't. Jenny, have you been sick? So Rick says, don't be afraid. My drill sergeant put the M16 up to his privates and shot it to show it doesn't hurt. Oi! Oh, okay. Then hold on here. And then he said, wait, hold on. No, shot on full auto, which is one of the mods in the A1 version. The A2 version does a 3-round burst instead. Jen says she's been a little sick, but she's okay. That's good. I hope you are getting better day by day. Whiskey says that it doesn't kick enough to hurt. One of the reasons why I decided to go to a gun range was because I needed to get over the fear from something that happened to me as a child. I've mentioned it in the chat before during some of our trials that we've had that involved guns and shooting and whatnot. is that I had um, my grandparents owned a restaurant for 45 years, and he had a huge, it was huge because I was little, but he had a huge gun that he would keep up on top of um, the filing cabinet in the office for when he would do his runs to the bank to take the day's earnings in. And he was usually by himself. And this was back in the, well, if I tell you, it'll date me, but you already know how old I am. But it was, he had it up there. And anyway, the grandkids, all of us were playing in the office, and he kept it loaded. And I don't recall if the safety was on. I assume it would have been. I don't remember. But my cousin climbed up there and took the gun, and we started playing with it like, like we were shooting each other, pretending like pow pow, like holding it up, and they held it to my head, and nothing happened. My mom walked in and screamed, which probably wasn't a good thing to do, but um, my right prior to that, my brother had said to my cousin, my oldest brother, he said, "Let me have the gun," and he reached out for it and had it by the barrel. So if my cousin had pulled the trigger, this is the story that was told to me. If my cousin had pulled the trigger, he probably would have killed my brother. And then, of course, if it had been shot while it was being held to my head, and you grow up hearing those stories, and you kind of, your parents try to teach you scare the life out of you by telling you the story 50 billion times, and that's how it pretty much was for me. Is that I just had a fear of it, and I wanted to get rid of that, so I decided to go learn how to shoot a gun. And turns out I actually I'm I hit the same spot 3 times in a row in the dead center of the thingy. So I my husband was surprised that my aim was as good, given the fact that I'm practically blind. But uh, I used to always make jokes about it because we because of that happening, my mom was very much anti-gun, and my cousins had BB guns, and when we went to visit him, she would let us they would let us play with the kids' BB guns, and I shot a pool one time and shot a hole in it and popped the pool. It was so I was always joking that I was not a good aim, that I've killed pools before. So, but I don't know. I like um guns and whatnot now that I've gotten over the fear. So now if I could just get over my fear of frogs, I'd be good. Yes, that is a thing. Oh, let's see. So we do our one of our friends here lives out in the boonies, and we have gone shooting over with him as well on his property, and that I enjoy that as well. But anywho, say Lorna says a school friend killed his sister and blew the hand off of his other sister. Ouch. That's not good. Yeah, and whiskey makes a good gun safety. Guns are just a tool that needs proper training. Absolutely. I am absolutely not. When people say, guns should be, we should have no guns ever. I don't know. What we need to do is have people who can actually, or who, the proper people using them. People who use them need to be trained to use them. If you have a child in your household, eh, they need to, and you want, when they get to a certain age and they get to the right age, then they need to learn gun safety. And Jenny says, "Oh, froggies are cute." Yeah, I have odd fears. I used to be afraid of dogs. I'm better about that. We uh, finally got our own big dog, and that helped. But it's just part of the autism and the the just a crazy fear. It's odd things that I can't handle. What I can't handle is the frogs that make the loud noise. Oh my gosh. And my mom used to chase me with them. She thought it was funny that I would jump over couches to get away. So there's that. Uh, oh, my husband wanted to live on my grandparents' property, and they live on the lake. It's called Silver Lake. It's you can see it from you can see Mount St. Helens from the property. And but I told him uh we were he's all like, yes, I would love to live on that property. And I walked out the back door and I hear brah, and I'm like, nope, we are not living here. Sorry. Yep, not going to happen. So, oh, I have to post that. There you go. What happens when a frog parks in the wrong spot? He gets towed. Wah, wah. uh, Lorna made a good statement. I agree with this one. Guns are fine, i- are fine. It's people that are dangerous, and getting into the wrong hands. That's the issue. What is it? Guns don't kill people. People kill people. Whatever that. However you say that. Lorna says drowning and getting stabbed in the back are her fears. Mm. It's weird how the mind works and how silly things can be, or things we think are silly that are our fears. And that's why I dubbed mine frogophobia. I had to make it. That's what it is frogophobia. I think it comes from my childhood or something. It has to be a part of it. I lived in the South, and we had uh, uh, in our backyard we had a swimming pool, and it was constantly um, mucky. Like we didn't use it. It was Florida. My parents didn't really use it that much, and it kind of got, like had tadpoles and stuff growing in it and stuff. And so we had a lot of frogs in our backyard, and my parents didn't know how to deal with me and my at the time they didn't know I had autism, but they didn't know how to deal with how I was. So I was put in my room a lot, and the windows would be left open, so I'd be by myself a lot in my bed, being, get in your room, and I'd hear the frogs and then panic. so, so it brought, I think it's bad memories from that. That's what I always tell her. It's your fault. You kept me in my room. Oh, let's see here. Jenny says she only fears bees. Yeah. I actually that is another thing. Ants are another one. I was stung as a kid. I sat on an ant pile in Nevada, on top of a red ant pile, and that was painful. So there's that memory turns into a fear. They usually are. My fears are usually backed by something that happened. So let's see. Oh no, that would be. As she said, Lorna. That would freak. Jenny says that would freak her out. Yes, Kirk. I don't know if Rick knows it. Rick, by the way, Whiskey Musings has known Kirk since high school, so I don't know. How much Kirk's past he knows, but Kirk, when he was little, my husband was stung by. I think he had over 100 stings. He and some kids were playing in a field, and one of the kids whacked a beehive and or whatever it was, I don't know if it was hornets or bees or whatever, but he got stung pretty bad. He had like 100 stingers in him, and he He's been stung since then. Recently, we were taking down a tree with our neighbor, and there was a hornet's nest in the ground, and they were in that area working, and the hornets got upset. And I'm standing across the yard, and I see my husband and our neighbor just start running, and they're running right at me, and I saw behind them the hornets that were chasing them were flying in formation. It was the weirdest thing. My eyes were huge, and all I saw was formation wasps flying behind them, and they were all the way across the yard by the time they got to me, and then one of them flew up my husband's pants leg and bit him in the rear. So, got him. I hear ah. I know I shouldn't laugh, but it was funny at the time. Oh, let's see. Oh, you say you can't get to my channel that way? I'm not sure why. That the link works. If it's not working, maybe it's because did you get banned? Are you on a different name? What's your other name on there? Maybe I maybe I banned you and have no idea if I did. So put your name in the room and I'll check it. If it's on the ban list, I don't usually I'm not much of a banner. As most know, I hardly ban. Even in our chat, I even let trolls attack me. But sometimes it does happen. Let's see. New Hope. Oh no. It's Hope. Okay, let me check. There's no way I banned you. Nope, not New Hope. I like New Hope. I'll go take a look later on and see. Yeah, no, I don't. No, I have no idea what happened. Sorry if that was loud and anybody. Did anybody hear a call? So Jenny says she had a red scorpion. Ooh, yikes!